The Friday Footy Show, proudly brought to you by Towards Zero for the 2019-20 TIO NTFL season. It's the final weekend of home and away games for the senior divisions. The Men's Premier League begins at TIO Stadium with Wanderers taking on the Tiwi Bombers from 2:30pm on Saturday. The Bombers have dropped their last two games and have slipped to fourth on percentage, so a win for them could see them regain third and a double chance, but a loss might mean they could finish fifth. Meanwhile, St Mary's come up against Darwin Buffaloes at Gardens Oval at 4pm. Can the Buffaloes win and keep the Bombers out of third, thus setting up a finals Week 1 showdown with the Saints? Over at Norbuilt Oval, Southern Districts host Waratah, and after winning their round 16 and 17 games, the Crocs have secured a finals berth. But the only way for them to avoid an elimination final is to win and to hope both the Buffaloes and Bombers lose their round 18 matches. The last Men's Premier League game of the regular season will see the Palmerston Magpies host the reigning premiers. Can Nightcliff go through the season dropping only one game? And just quickly, in the Women's Premier League, the top six have been determined, but three teams can still finish second and secure a double chance rather than an elimination final next week. Since there's an uneven number of games played, the ladder is determined by the percentage of games each team has won and then by a team's normal winning percentage. At the moment, the Magpies are in the driving seat to finish second again, but the Crocs and the Buffettes are hot on their heels. Speaking of finals, the bylaws state how the makeup of each division's finals is determined. All senior men's and the under-18s boys competitions will play a top 5 over a 4-week final series. All senior women's and under-18s girls competitions will play a top 6 over a 3-week final series. And while there's still another week of juniors, any divisions with 6 or more teams will play a top 6 over 3 weeks, while any divisions that have 5 or fewer teams will play a top 4 over 3 weeks. Another comp gearing up for the finals is the Lajamanu Football League. We caught up with AFLNT's Remote Development Manager for Lajamanu, Clinton Firth, to hear more about what's in store.
So we run our wet season competition, which is the local competition. So we have the Dagaragu Power, the Libinangu Hawks, which are from Dagaragu and Kalkarinji, and we have the 5 Lajamanu teams in that competition. So we have a 7-team competition which runs over the wet season, and Lajamanu are in the Big Rivers Football League in Katherine in the dry season. So that's how we structure up our football programs down there. Everything's based around that. So we've now played 14 rounds in the local competition, and it's coming down to finals time this weekend. So our first semi-final will be Saturday night, Dagaragu Power versus the Central Magpies, which is a Lajamanu team. It's a sudden death final, 3 versus 4. Loser goes home, winner goes into the prelim final. And then Sunday night we have the Roos, the Luchu Roos versus the North Tanamite Giants in the second semi-final. Winner of that goes straight into the grand final. The loser goes into the prelim, and the grand final will be played on Saturday the 22nd of February. So it's going to be a big day out there. It's a big footy competition for that area. Lots of engagement from Dagaragu, Kalkarinji and Lajamanu. Grand final day we'll have Auskick, we'll have women's footy, we'll have 100-metre sprints for the men, 100-metre sprints for the women. We'll have Darwin umpires down there to umpire. So yeah, it's going to be a big day of footy on Saturday the 22nd. So the competition's called the Kawinyi District Football League. They play on dirt out there, which coming from Perth, took a little while to get used to. It was completely foreign to the concept, but it's something you get used to playing on it. And I've noticed that the boys out there, they enjoy playing on it sometimes more than playing on grass. So they're just so accustomed to it. Can be pretty tough, and some of the grounds are pretty hard and stuff like that. So it's a little bit, I guess, dangerous in some ways, but the boys love it. It's remote footy, sort of unfiltered footy at its finest. It's country football. There's a lot of passion out there. We were doing Auskick maybe 6 months ago or something with the kids running around. So there's a couple of wild pigs that live in Lajamanu. They're not so much wild because they've been living in the community for a long time, but they look like a wild pig. They sound like a wild pig, so coming from Perth and seeing this was completely foreign. Footy's huge out there. Footy is their major pastime. Hunting and football are the two, but football, in my eyes, from what I can see, is the major thing out there. Sort of the engagement of guys between 15 and 23 years old. You're looking at maybe 90% of males playing footy at that age group, which is unbelievable. They love their footy. They can play it all year round. They travel all over the territory playing it, and they're very good at it. The Walpri tend to be a little bit bigger. They're athletic. They've got all the attributes that you look for in a footballer. So they love footy. They're very good at it. They live and breathe it, and that's their thing. Yeah.
As of 11 a.m. on Friday, Footy Ops has received 1 forfeit in under 14 Lufat, with the Palmerston Magpies 3 forfeiting to Southern Districts 2. We're calling for NTFL Volunteer of the Year nominations. We're on the lookout for your best volunteers, and a winner will be duly recognised at the Nichols Medal in March. Speak to your club committee members who have access to the nomination form so that you can get it in by next Friday, the 21st of February. And while we're on the subject of the Nichols Medal, here are some important dates and details to note down. The 2019-20 Youth Presentation has been confirmed for Sunday the 1st of March and will be hosted at the Michael Long Learning and Leadership Centre. The Nichols Medal has been confirmed for Sunday the 8th of March and will be at a new venue, the Hilton Doubletree Grand Ballroom. Invitation for both events will be sent to club representatives in the next week. Contact the AFLNT events team at aflntevents@afl.com.au for more information. It's the last round of NTFL tipping this season, so don't forget to get your Premier League tips in for your final chance to win. See tipping.aflnc.com.au. Now, let's check out who was voted the NTFL Play of the Round winner. When voting closed this morning, it was Bo O'Connell from Wanderers, whose repeat 1-2 efforts to run the full length of the field and finish with a Goal of the Year contender that finished with the most votes. Congratulations to Rachel Arujo, whose vote for Bo saw her pick up the fan prize of 2 grandstand tickets and a canteen voucher to the 2020 AFL game between the Gold Coast Suns and St Kilda. Well, that's a wrap for another Friday Footy show. We'll see you this weekend as we head towards finals.